What's going on, everyone? It's my back again for the second of 4 live streams today, and oh, it looks like it could be a slow one. Potentially, the Bernard deal is off. It looks like Bernard is not joining Al Nassr, and that means that we aren't going to get 120 grand a week off the book. We aren't going to pick up that £6 to £9 million transfer fee, and it looks like that means Josh King will not come in, or at least another player in that ilk. It's disappointing for me because I think Bernard is not physically up to the Premier League, which is one of those things. You know, it's just my opinion, but I don't think he's up for it in that physical sense. However, let's talk about a positive. We have hit 8,000 subscribers, 8,002 subscribers, I believe. So thank you ever so much. Let's get straight into the comments. Liam Dawson, bend over, great platter, fantastic. Gemma Morrison, bloody hope not Mike. I don't know why, keep bar. Joe Morrison, moving on about a striker. Charlton can play there, save every penny we can, clear all excess wages, etc. Then go big in the summer. Will not be surprised if Josh King or Isco before close play. Shame about Perisic, great player, quality with grit and determination. If you can have Isco or King, who would you prefer? I think you've got to say Isco, haven't you? Just because of the name as well. Connor Crossland, hi folks, how are you? All good, mate. All good indeed. Heard Bernard is staying. He trained today. Yes. $4.99. Reap Nation. No to Josh King. Carl Blundell. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Connor Crossland. Hi, Carl, lad. Liam Dawson. Hi, mate. Love your channel. Heard that Southampton are linked with the 19. Yes, brilliant. Cam China or Chino, we might be getting King. Carl Blundell, Connor, hello, mate. There's a lot of people saying hello, and yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. You know, while other clubs are clearly going out there and doing business, it just doesn't appear that Everton are. However, who knows? Who knows on deadline day? I mean, we didn't know we were getting Fellaini, and then all of a sudden we managed to get him, and that was years ago. But that is the way that the January and equally transfer days are. For me, I think it's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be a tough window. I think it is a tough window. I expected a tough window. I expected Everton to bring in a striker if Cenk Tosun was allowed to leave, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Bernard, it doesn't necessarily look like he's leaving. I'm starting to wane on if I think anyone's going to come in. There's absolutely no way Bournemouth are going to allow a loan because he's going to see out his contract. They're going to want a fee, so we're not going to get Josh King. Who knows? Who fucking knows? There's very little to report from Everton's perspective. There's very little to report. It doesn't necessarily look like we're getting anyone. I'm just sharing the page now. Look like we're getting anyone. That'll probably echo. Go over and follow this page, guys. That's my YouTube link. Right. Let's talk about it a bit broader then. If Everton don't bring in anyone now, if they don't, what does that mean for the rest of the season? Well, for a start, it just means we've got to do with what we got. You know, Richarlison can play up front. Calvert-Lewin can play up front. I don't know why we've let Ellis Sims go. It doesn't make sense to me for Ellis Sims to disappear if we weren't going to bring in a striker, but there you go. We haven't got a backup. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets injured. We're very reliant on Richarlison and potentially Gylfi Sigurdsson playing as a striker, and I just don't really know what we can say to that. Some people are mentioning Diego Costa, and that may be the way that we have to go, but do we want to? John Eaton, what happened to Danny Ings' transfer? Hello, Mike. It's not happening. Connor Crossland agree about Sims. Cal Blundell, Diego Costa was crap. But what option have we got? We've got no other strikers. Gerard Mulligan, we have to bring someone in. We are far too light, surely plans as to look at our bench. Well, the facts are we have 2 goalkeepers on the bench. We have no kids, and a lot of the players that were going to be on the bench aren't going to be at the football club. Who knows? It could be that Bernard stays and Anthony Gordon goes, but this is another year where Bernard gets older. We don't get a transfer fee for a player that, in my opinion, doesn't quite cut it. So, for me, I don't see the point. I don't see the point of that. Winksy, just to let you know, mate, according to my thing, we're on 8,000 subs, mate. So I don't know where it is, but apparently we're on it. Conor Crossland, looks like the club think we haven't got a chance of getting Europe or not signing anyone, and I can't imagine Carlo being happy with that. There's no way Carlo would be happy with that. Costa has said he wants £2.5 million contract worth 13 mil. Fuck that. Fair enough. Adam Smith, why the hell aren't we bringing a striker in? If DCL gets big injury, we're screwed. Throw Big Duncan on. Winksy, 7.99 for me. Well, guys, get subbing then. Get sharing and subbing. Liam Dawson, brilliant channel. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, it's a weak one. You know, in terms of other transfers in the Premier League, I think it's been quiet today. I think, I tell you, it would be a good signing. I think Maitland-Niles going to West Brom. I think that's a hell of a signing for West Brom. He was linked with Leicester, linked with Newcastle, and linked with Southampton. And going to West Brom, that's huge, really, for West Brom, because they need a player like that. He's currently having his medical there. Other signings in the Premier League that sort of stand out, obviously, I now know about Liverpool's signing Kobach. He is a stopgap. They've also signing the lad from Preston. That's a stopgap. So really, it's not like any of the clubs have gone absolutely mad, you know, this window. And I get it. I do get it. But as I said earlier, I kind of wanted shit or bust. I wanted Everton to make a real push. So, yeah, it looks like there's no changes. It looks like anyone, Finkic, bless him, taking a piss. He's saying Ben Godfrey can probably play as a striker as well. Cannon Crossland, congratulations on that 8K, Mike and John. I'm not rich as Mad Hatter, but I can afford a cheeky £5 donation. And I really appreciate that, Connor. Every bit of money that goes into the channel goes into the channel. So massively appreciate that, my friend. I don't know. I don't know what to expect today. I think it's going to be a long, long day. I wouldn't stay up if I was you, because it's not like we're hearing inklings or anything. It's not like we're hearing loads of signings. It's not like we're hearing people potentially coming in. We're hearing none of that. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I think it's a tough one. It's a tough one. And we go into the Leeds game, which there will be a match preview coming out at 7:30 for that Leeds game. It's gonna be a tough game. And it's not like we're taking any confidence from player signings into it. You know, it's not like we're going, oh, guess what? Yes, they can't play, but we've got Isco coming in, or, you know, we've got oh yeah, we've just bought reinforcements. We've got Josh King coming in who's going to cause havoc. And yes, he won't necessarily play against Leeds, but he will play. I wanted to see Everton do something, you know, and maybe that was wrong. Maybe it was too ambitious, but I understand the financial constraints. I get it. I understand completely, but I just wanted to see us do a bit more, you know. But there again, and people rightly say, Josh King is nowhere near worth 120 grand a week. You know, this is a guy that his max was on 90 grand at Bournemouth. So 90 grand, he had to take a 40% pay cut. So he's still on the best part of 55, 60 grand. And he's wanting 120 grand. Nah, I'm all right, mate. So I'm on the fence about that. Ant Partridge, as mentioned, our West Brom correspondent, Maitland-Niles, having his medical. It's a great move for West Brom. It really is. And, you know, that's a player that, all jokes aside, he's a very good player. He's a very, very good player. He's quick. He's powerful. He's young. Maybe. No, I wouldn't have had him. I'm trying to big it up. I wouldn't have had him. And again, you think about the players that we've got out on loan. We had 4 strikers at the start of this transfer window. Well, the start of the summer. Moise Keane, Ellis Sims, because I like to include him in that, and Cenk Tosun and DCL. And we've got one. We've got one. And how has that been allowed to happen? So, I don't know. Yeah, Pete Armstrong, Neymar straight swap for Moise Keane. That's what I've heard, and I'll take that. I did hear that Messi was on County Road earlier. You never know. Cal Blundell. People don't realise that we have let players go to bring in players. Bernard holds up a lot in wages and 100. Yeah, exactly. Adam Smith is shitting himself for the second half of the season. I think Carlo's going to play 4-4-2, and so do I. And the reason why I think he's going to play 4-4-2 is I think he's finally probably realised that we have to play Ben Godfrey, Holgate, Mina and Keane as our back four. We have to. So that means Luca Dean pushes into midfield for me, goes on the left-hand side. Means Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin go up front. Means Duncan Ferguson sits on the bench with his boots on. Means Iwobi goes on the right-hand side. Or James Rodriguez. Do you play a 4-4-1-1 and then have James just off Calvert-Lewin and drop Richarlison? I really don't know. I really don't know how we set up, but the issue is you can't drop Luca Dean. You can't drop Luca Dean, even though defensively, with our fullbacks in the side, we're weaker. So I don't know what to suggest. Ant Partridge, he wants to play midfield where he will fit in perfect for us. He'll be a good right back for you, maybe. I really like Holgate there, to be honest, personally. People's teams, get your teams in. Let's have a read. Pickford, Holgate, Mina, Keane, Godfrey, James, Digne, Allen, Decore, DCL, and Richie. Yeah, fair enough. Would you play Iwobi over Richie right now? That's the question. Is Alan back? He's in training next week, my friend. Really good prospect. Brilliant. Absolute. Honestly, to say you stitched me up earlier is a fucking understatement. Yeah, Holgate's very good right back, to be fair. Exactly. Tom Carroll, we will not sign nobody. Be lucky to finish top 10. And I can understand why people think like that. I mean, fucking hell. Me and John sat here for an hour after the Newcastle game and agreed with that. So I haven't got a positive twist on that. All I can say is I think our away form is much better than our home form. And as a result, I'm hoping that can push us to keep us in the top 6, top 8. Because I'm telling you now, we're not going to be a top 4, top 6 teams losing to Leeds, West Ham and fucking Newcastle at home. Like, it just doesn't happen. So there you go. Jabs 14, 16, 69. Connor 14 goals in 5 seasons in the Prem is awful. Cal Blundell on bench. Olsen, Iwobi, Dunk, Marco Silva, Coleman, and John Maguire. Love to see that. Cy Thompson, Olsen over T-Rex arms all day. Absolutely. Harry Payne, rumours Pickford is out for a month. Olsen plays. Connor Crossland, he scored more than 14 goals. Don't know what we want about here. Liam Dawson, I got you so good earlier. You fucking did. Joe Spatcher, 4-4-2. Olsen, Holgate, Mina, Keane, Godfrey, Digne, Davis, Decore, James. Is that for Leeds? Is that against Leeds? Just clarify that for me if that's against Leeds. If that's against Leeds, fair enough, but I'd personally drop Richard. Pete Armstrong, Andy Carroll, we could get him for 50 mil bargain, reckon. Brilliant. Cal Blundell, how is John and Mrs. and his baby? They're due tomorrow, mate. He's due tomorrow. Adam Smith, let's hope Gabbarman is as good as when we signed him. Because when he's back in the squad, he's basically a new signing. Yeah. Cal Blundell, I got syphilis looking at our bench. It's that filthy. Brilliant. Bailey Pickford's a fraud. Jonathan Ryan, do you think you will get anyone tonight? It said Josh King is a link with you. I really don't know. I don't know. My heart says please sign someone, but then, I sit there and I always think Josh King's happy to see out his contract. And what does that say about a mentality of a player that's genuinely just appears to be doing it for the money? Don't know if I'm happy with that. That's the bit I don't know. Leon Nevy. Olsen, Godfrey, Keane, Mina, Holgate, Takore, Manam, Gomez, DCL, Richie, James. There's a lot of people, including Richie, in their team for Leeds, and I drop him. You'll see later. I drop him. He comes straight out of my team. I'll give him a massive kick up the arse. Massive. Jez Bish, how's Kendall? Does she need anything? I can do a little shop for her and cook her some dinner. I'm sure she's absolutely fine. She's a strong, independent woman, I would have thought. I don't think Kabarmin could be any worse than Sigurdsson against Newcastle. Yeah, and that's with one leg. Heliocentric. We need backup to push and back up with Charleston right back, right winger, so Iwobi can be back up CDM to cover Allen, another box-to-box cover to Corey, back up for Dom, right back, yeah, and that takes a lot more time. Cal Blunder, breaking news, Nias and Sidibe to return. Why not? Everton, Botches, hi Connor, there you go. We've got some loving sentiment here. Why GFC? We have a team to hang on to the top six, but only just if players are going where they're involved in good wins, good results against top six. If not, their future, it looks rough in the summer. Agreed. Steve Roberts, go and get Fellaini back for 99. Sorry, redemption. Tony Hibbett coming in. Cy Thompson. The better players went to Newcastle. Cal Wilson is miles better than King. Cal Blunder, I agree. Cy. Tom Thompson, drop Richie, not worth his place. Needs booting up the arse. Exactly. Adam Smith, if we drop Richarlison, it makes us worse. Do you really think that? I mean, it's just opinions, obviously. But I really don't know, mate. Don't know. He's been piss poor. Heliocentric, let's be realistic. Carlo needs more windows. Absolutely. We just have to enjoy the ride, the roller coaster ride this season. And it is a fucking roller coaster ride. I'm telling you, I'm doing somersaults, double dippers, up, down, side, everywhere, spinning around. Old McDonald at a fucking farm, all of that shit. Liam Dawson, you should sign. Yeah, absolutely not going there. Bailey, Carlo needs to drop Richarlison. I would rather see Gordon play. Crap plays. We need someone who can come off the bench and change the game, and not just another money grabber who is not asked and just wants his wages. Cal Blunder, apparently Isco is definite in the summer. Yeah, Isco's told Real Madrid he wants to leave. Now, if that was a loan move or something, I'd be for Isco coming in. I really would. Joe Spatcher, yes, for Leeds, mate, would drop DCL, but if 4-4-2, no one could play up front. And I think Richarlison is a lot better up front with Dom. Yeah, fair enough. Adam Smith and Mike, I want Richarlison to be sold, but who replaces him? Fucking hell. No, I don't know, but I think you can get a winger that can beat people and score goals. I mean, I'm not being funny. Paris managed to do it every season. You know, they signed Eze, who's got 12 goals. I mean, look, I'm not saying I want to replace Richarlison with Eze. Let me just clarify that. But there are players out there who are capable of beating people, putting a ball in the box and scoring goals. I mean, beating people and putting the ball in the box. We've already got it. His name's Nkunku. He sits on the bench. So hopefully we see more of Nkunku, because that's what I want to see. I want to see Nkunku beating people, delivering the ball. I want to see him as a left winger. Why can't he do that? You know, I really rate Nkunku, and I'm hopeful that he can do that. I really am. Kenny Fargo, hope you're okay, my friend. Nike Wells to back up DCL, make Bermuda proud, and Everton count 70,000 more fans. Imagine the YouTuber. I'll be off the fucking charts. I tell you what, I'm surprised I haven't lost a load of followers, because when we saw on Cenk Tosun, my followers and subs went through the roof. But not so much now. Liam Dawson, United are the team for me. Bailey, when Nkunku is back from injury, deserves a chance. He has a lot of pace and good at running at players and crossing his class. Absolutely. Jez Bish, Mbumo from Brentford, end of the fucking story. Just fucking won the World Cup. Adam Smith, yeah, great against Rotherham. He was so good. Exactly, come on and change the game. Jonathan Ryan, hi Mike. If you can, anyone at Everton, who would you get, mate? Will you say that again, Jonathan, for me? Georgie Boy, Mike, do you anything of a midfielder and goalkeeper from Alzette? See, I'm not silly. Cal Blunder, I can see us going the five at the back Pickford, Iwo. David Southall, hi Mike. What's happening with Nkunku these days? He's just injured, mate. Tom Cowell, other teams around will strengthen. I worry that they will leave us in the league exactly. Although, to be fair, Spurs look absolutely dog shit. Harry Payne, which is signed back up for midfield in the summer. To be honest, Garner's available on loan now. Why not go and get Garner? Why not go and get Garner? And that, do you know what? A lot of people say people that leave shouldn't come back, etc. And again, I get it, but I'm all up. I'm all up for Garner coming back. You know, just helping bed in some of the players that, you know, the younger lads. Garner now has something that he didn't have when he left Everton. Well, he might have, but I don't think he did, which was proper Premier League and European Champions League experience. You know, he played against Real Madrid and was the best player on the pitch. You know, this is a player who can play. He was always good at Everton. His distribution was poor. But when you've got a player like Allen who can pass, James Rodriguez who can pass, it looks a lot better. So for me, I'd have no problem bringing in Garner. Absolutely no problem. And we'd have them three workhorses in midfield, you know, Doucouré, Garner and Allen. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for it because it gives us a little bit extra cover and it means we can play a left back and a right back. I'm all for it, 100%. Jabs 1469. Moises Concedo has joined Brighton. I'm beginning to think we really are a small club. I think there's a lot of shit behind the scenes with that. He is a good player, no doubt about it, but I think there's a lot of shit behind the scenes. How is he only available for $4.5 million? You know, Tim Vickery, who's a correspondent that does a lot of South American football, he said he easily could be 30 million. So for me, why is nobody else gone in for him? I don't know. I find it interesting. Jabs 1469. Davis is decent. Yeah. There was never an official bid. Gerard Mulligan, if we don't sign at least one today, shows a real lack of ambition. When we lose against Leeds and Man U this week, we would probably be bottom half of the table this time next week, so we must act in this window. Bailey Garner was so good for us when he left. We were so bad. We never replaced him. We never replaced him until this season. We couldn't smash a glass at the minute, Cal. Brilliant. Pete Armstrong, Carlo will not panic buy. January signings are inflated beyond belief. And that's why I'm thinking loans. I think loans are the better way to go. Matt Heddich, Tony from Brentford, they're never going to get rid of him. And again, do you want to sign someone that we're only just hearing about after 19 games? You know, I never heard, well, I had, but I've not heard of any decent level either Tony until this season. Do we want to sign people on the back of half a season? I don't know, especially when it's going to be 20 million plus. Adam Smith, Fulham are signing Josh Madger, who a lot of people know from Sunderland Till I Die on Amazon. Good forward. He was good for them in the Championship a few years ago. Obviously, he got his move to Bordeaux. Obviously, he's not worth £4 million later. And now he's coming to Fulham on loan. Decent signing for them. Blue Cali, I'm not saying it, you arsehole. Heliocentric. Iwobi with an E this time. Sigurdsson, Gomez Davis, decent bench, but needs to be replaced with quality first team players. Raymond Ellis, we won't lose against Leeds and Man United. Just watch this space. I agree. Just putting it out there. I could see us losing to United, but I think we'll beat Leeds. Tom Thompson, either Tony's overrated. Bailey, I'd take Tony. He can't be worse than Tosson. Yeah, fair enough, but again, cost. Liam Dawson, Bruno, second best cam on the planet. Behind James Rodriguez. Craig Howard, Fulham have just made their move for King. Yeah, which might speed things up, which might mean that other players, you know, other people start moving now. It really wouldn't surprise me if Everton don't make a move. It really, really wouldn't. You know, it's fine. Talk Sport and all of these media channels saying Everton are interested in players, but the facts are we? Are we? Do they really know? I don't know. I don't necessarily think they do. Mike, if you want to swap Balogun for Richarlison, I'd entertain that 100%. To be honest, Balogun's a really good player. Like, really good. He's got a lot of potential. So, yeah, maybe not with Charleston right now, but I'd certainly consider it. Not with Charleston, though. I'd certainly we should have considered bringing him in. Jez Bish, Mike Kendall, or your my missus, obviously. Liam Dawson, no, behind De Bruyne. No, he's lying. Gerard Mulligan, Raymond, did you not watch the crap on Saturday? And Fulham are welcome to King 120 grand per week. Yeah, and you're telling me that Josh King, who has done nothing in the Championship this season, walks in and gets paid more than Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Sigurdsson, James. No, James is probably on more. But do you see them looking over at him and going, "What?" I just think Tom Thompson, Sky Sports going over the same stuff all day. Everton not being mentioned, just media talk. It's a load of bollocks, mate. So I never watch it. I never waste my time watching Sky Sports. That's why I do it here. That's why I do it here. Yeah, I'm just sort of checking up on anything here. Any news? Doesn't appear to be anything. Doesn't appear to be anything at all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily. I don't think anyone's going to be coming in. I don't think anyone's going to be coming in. So yeah, I don't. Bailey James is on 80k a week. I think so. That means King would get more than James. And that's stealing a living at its finest. Yeah, exactly. There's no way that happens. Are the Gunner AFC? Few more subs to reach 8k. Let's go. Pete Armstrong should have signed Ings last summer, to be honest. Steve Roberts, do you not think we should get to the end of the season and then start getting some better players in? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Let's just get rid of the dog. There you go. There we go. We've got rid of the dog. Yeah, possibly. Maybe we should. I think because of this season being as weird as it is, this is a massive opportunity for us. And we're not taking advantage of it if we leave ourselves short everywhere. I don't understand why we've loaned so many players out who are first team players. I don't get that. And I know a lot of people questioned, there's somebody on TalkSport earlier questioned if Brands was right for the job because of the amount of loans he's doing. But you sort of think, what's he meant to do? No one wants to buy the shit that we've got. I don't know. Craig Howard, would be good if Fabrizio Romano came out and just said if we are or not in for someone to stop all the speculation. Yeah, and to be honest, I tried to get him on the channel as well, and he didn't reply. Liam Dawson, do you like Mark Goldbridge? I admire Mark Goldbridge. He's turned this into his career. Fair fucking play to him. There you go. Jez Bish, what is the right direction, though? This season, all teams are going in all sorts of directions. Means fuck all. Look at West Ham. It's very true. It's very, very true. Everton need to sort their home form out. So maybe we're right. Maybe we don't bring anyone in. But I'd rather not take the risk of DCL getting injured and not bringing anyone in. Who's going to play? Do you get what I mean? I worry. DCL gets injured or Richarlison or James. We're going to be even weaker than we was 5 weeks ago. And I just don't know if I want that. Cal Blunder, Fulham have made an attempt to sign Bournemouth man Josh King. There you go. Pete Armstrong, we are not going to get into Europe, which means it'll be hard to sign world-class players if we need. There you go. Jez Bish, Adam Armstrong, passed the Champion League. Yeah, but he's got 18 goals in the Championship, Adam Armstrong. Knows where the net is, but again, how can he cut it at Premier League? I don't know. Carlo Ancelotti, there you go. I'm on the phone with Klopp. Who do we need, lads? From Liverpool, no one might get off the blower. Cal Blunder, but it looks like Josh Madger would go to Fulham. MB Gunnar, I was joking about Richarlison, but it's a thought to find some good strikers, really. So who would you like to see come in ideally? I just think it's really difficult to say because It can't be anyone abroad now because it's too late in the day. You know, the deadline stops in 5.5 hours unless we're going to do a medical abroad. Don't know. Craig Howard, we've got 33 points this season. If we go and get 37 next half, we get top 4 on 70 points, and we can make that improvement in all results. We've lost to not get EL, but that means we've got to win more home games, and we've got to keep our away form going. It's just Everton are more. Listen, Everton are more than capable of finishing top 4 this season. We really are. But we can't keep losing to teams like Leeds, Newcastle, and West Brom at home. You can't do it. Do you get what I mean? You just can't. Cal Blunder, if Madger signs for Fulham, that means King's only destination is Everton. That's if Everton even want him. Georgie boy, not being funny, Mark, but how does a club have time to give out info? Everything should be left till the end of the day before speculation. When it says on the tin, just speculation. Yeah, absolutely, and I agree. The stuff shouldn't be coming out of the club. It shouldn't come out of the club. I completely agree. I think that if Everton want to move forward, we need to be. I think we need to be more. We need to be quieter about the players we're signing, players we're linked with. You know, how was it that Bernard, the rumours got out about Bernard? You know, I just want to see Everton not be short. That's it. That's all I want. Damien Hagan, we won't get top 4, top 6 without anyone decent coming. Relying on players we have, we'll be lucky if we don't get relegated. Fucking hell. Xerxes officially signed for Parma. Yeah, but again, he was 4th choice striker at Bayern Munich. So I don't lose sleep over that. The season is so weird and predictable. I'd say don't rule anything out regarding league table. It finishes. Mad Hatter James, donation there. To get top 4, we need the back 4 to stay the same and to get people on the wings and midfield to beat their man. Absolutely. Jezbish, big up yourself. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, well, Cam's stream was the same time, I think. He might still be on, to be fair to him. So we're three subs short. We're 3 subs short of 8K. I thought we did it earlier. Jezbish, listen to your music, Madhan. Nice stuff. I like you. There you go. You see, Sam Stanley. Imagine Ghana guy on loan and Costa coming in out of nowhere. Yeah, Ghana's a definite for me, and I'm on the fence about Costa. But at least he can educate DCL in how to be a bit more snide. Shout out at Mad Hatter James, top guy, and has some nice tunes. There you go. Adam Smith, Sam Stanley, that would be great. Get your questions in, guys. Obviously, we do have the Leeds preview coming up in a little bit. Cablondo, let's not overreact. We lost one game, okay? This loss could make us improve. Carlo definitely had a word with him. Let's remember, we lost last time and beat Chelsea, Arsenal, Leicester, and we never expected that. And then we lost to West Ham. Just remember that. Then we lost to West Ham. Craig Howard would love to see Costa in Merseyside derby. Oh, yeah, it'd be dirty. Jezbish, the only thing you sit on is your missus. Brilliant. Fantastic, Bailey. Only what would mess our season up if Decore get injured, in my opinion, is an underrated player. He certainly started to show it for me. I up until about 10 games in, I had a lot of reservations about Decore. I thought his passing was atrocious, but he's come good. He started to come good. Stephen Roberts, do you think we should just go and try him in the FA Cup? Well, if you said to me now you're going to finish 8th and win the FA Cup, I take it all day. If you finish 10th and we win the FA Cup, I take it. I just want to win a trophy. Gladiators, I think we are beating Leeds and Man United. They have the mentality. Wouldn't say are focused yet. Mad Hatter James, another £5 donation there. Carlo won't let another performance like that slip through. He is stubborn for that. Bang on, and I hope you're right. Jezbish, to call that is meh. He's okay. Yeah, fair enough. For me, Gomez is honestly worse than Delph. Yeah, I would say that he's been better the last few weeks. Gladiators with $1 donation there. Thank you ever so much, guys. Pete Armstrong, come on, people. 120 watching, only 7 likes. Press the like button. Yeah, press the likes. What are you doing, you lot? I'm here. You're there. Do your bit. I'll do my bit. Craig Howard. I know Cavani is different, but he was without a club for a year. Came to United with no match fitness, and now he's scoring. Who says Costa can't do the same? Fair argument. Fair argument. I can't say fuck all to that. Alan is such a special player. Yes, he is. Mad Hatter, are you on Spotify, lad? There you go. Bailey Decore puts 110% into every game. His passing is a bit suspect, but his work rate is amazing. Noel Warburton, we need a striker, and Diego Costa is available free. Give him an 18-month contract or pay 13 million for Josh King. I just don't necessarily. As much as I do agree, get someone in. I just kind of don't know if they're the answers. Gladiators, we need someone helping to call Ryan Allen in case they are injured. Well, no, we got Tom Davies. Oh, man, myself laugh. Cal Blunder wasn't out of the club for a year. It was like 3 or 4 months. Mad Hatter James with another donation. Calm down. I can see your comments. I'll read them out. You don't have to. Mad Hatter James, I feel like with the Pickford thing, I reckon Olsen is helping a lot with his play style. Fucking hell. I wish he'd outgrow his arms. Liam Dawson, sorry, but you won't beat United. We have Bruno, Pogba, and there you go. Jason Dury, as Costa hasn't got a club, could pick him up at any time. Wouldn't rush him. Yeah, my dad has just seen Josh King in the Asda on Breck Road. Steve Matter, there is no value in January. We say every time to stop worrying about getting rubbish in. Carlo knows what we need, and come the real window, he will sort. This season is just a progressive one. Yeah, I'll get that. Cal Blundell, Mike, I don't get why we would sign King after trying to offload all this crap and then spend it on King. Yeah, agreed. If King's going to happen, he's not going to get the wages he wants, and Everton aren't going to be spending mega money on a fee when we can sign him for free in 6 months' time. So, yeah. Connery serious. There you go. Pickford got to be dropped going forward. Confidence starts at the back. Costa is the schneid we need. Fucking hell. I'll tell you what, you lot took a dark turn at the end of this conversation, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, honest to God, where the hell do you get that from? Do you get what I mean? Where do you get that from? Have you all shared the like now, by the way? Have you all shared likes? We're trying to get to 8,000 subs here. Trying to get to... We had another dollar donation there by Gladiators. Thank you, my friend. Adam Smith, Big Dunk would love Costa. He would. Bruno, best January signing in history. He's definitely up there. In my opinion, he's definitely up there. Liam Dawson, I've just read that comment. What am I doing? King... Cal Blundell, King would be more money than DC and Richie to sit on the bench. Abigail Barfoot, Thierry Small can play wide and has speed, technical ability on Yango. Liam, you're boring, lad. Jesus, wet. Harry Ford, King is going to Fulham. Do we even care? Carl Brimage, love you, Mark. I love you too, Carl. I love you too. Up the toughies. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there anyway. Well, I'll read a couple of last comments. We'll go to 40 minutes. Craig Howard, I think we come into the season looking to progress and challenge Europe, but with our start, our fans wanted more. Now it's hard seeing us moving back down. The season was meant to be a building season, which is right. It's what me and John said at the start as well. MB Gooner fan, the thing is, Costa still possesses the same quality he did at Chelsea. I heard in recent years he'd struggled. Maybe. Connor, where do you think we finish with 0 signings? 7th. Matt Thompson, get Brooks and Costa in. Fair enough. Lenny X plays. All right, Mike, mate. Part. All right, mate. Andy Lancaster, we really need attack-minded players, but I really can't see us bringing anyone in who would improve us in January for cheap. Yeah, unless it was a loan. Dylan Kinsella, we're keeping Bernard. Well, it looks something's happened with his deal because he trained with Everton this morning. He's not over in Dubai or for Al Nassr is not over there, something must have potentially happened with that deal because I can't see it happening. Harry Payne, Costa is a goal scorer and he's played at top level. We'd be silly not to sign him. Yep, fair enough. And Cal Blundell, get Jeremy Kyle in. David Southall with a £2 donation. Thank you ever so much, David. Really appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean we'll be live again in a bit. You know, it's not stopping, is it? It's not stopping. You get 4 of these. Make sure you subscribe and you like the channel. Make sure you share. Obviously, we are on the hunt to 8,000 subs, and we are literally 2 subs away. I mean, surely 2 of you have got 2 people that they can just go and get to sub the channel. Surely, Jesus, come on, guys. We'll leave it there. Have a fantastic evening. Enjoy your dinner. I'll be back at about 7:30. Peace. Wait, Mike, stay. Oh, come on then. What's going on? I'll get my alts. What's alts? What's alts? What's going on? What's alts? I don't know what alts means. Connor Crossland, Liam Dawson, wind it in. We're winning the league. Shouts, brilliant. Raymond Ellis, Kevin Campbell was the best buy in the history of Everton Football Club. Don't know. I'd probably say Duncan Ferguson's up there as well. Dixie Dean, maybe. There's a few, in my opinion, there's a few great signings Everton have made. To be honest. Steve Roberts, what time you on next? 7:30. 7:30. And do you want to check the subs, guys? You want to see the number we're on? You got more likes than Toffee TV. Best not to comment. Craig Howard Godfrey will go down as one of our best signings. Absolutely. And do you know what? I'll go even further than that as well. So will Mason Holgate. Because you think about it, we bought Mason Holgate for like £2 million a few years ago from Barnsley. Look how good he is now. JC Wesnia, 8,000 subs. It appears to be, according to that. Pretty sure that says 8,000 subs. So I think we might have done it. I wonder if Toffee TV will say well done to me. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Who knows, eh? Guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a good one. Do you know we had 2,000 views on the stream earlier as well? 2.5. It's fucking madness. Lewis Hawkins, it's me. Thank you, Lewis. You're a beautiful, beautiful man. I need to shout out Carlo Ancelotti as well. Thank you, Carlo. Appreciate your support there. And yeah, thanks, guys. 8,000 subs. I mean, there you go. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that this channel a year ago would have gone up by 5,000 subs in a year? Absolutely madness. So, yeah, fucking hell. 5,000 subs in a year. Madness. Guys, thank you ever so much for your support as always. I will see you later. And yeah, fucking hell. Let's have a party later. Peace. See you in a bit.